Hello from Mountainside. Somebody had asked a question a little while back about how we milk and our cleaning practices and safe milk handling. So I'm just going to go through today and kind of show you what we do here. This is Helene, and she is probably our best producer. She has given us 6 or 7 lambs over the past 3 years, but is by far the best producer of like as far as quantity goes, because here we are later in the season and she's still giving quite a bit, which I'll show you here in a minute. We have a mix. It is a gallon of water, a little bit of Dawn or Dawn type, maybe like Method, dish cleaner, like a couple of squirts of that, and a little bit of bleach for the sanitation. So this is what we use to clean the teats to begin with. Come on, Helen. And then we have these are flannel, and my daughter made them, or she got material and then used a serger and cut them down, but these are like perfect for wiping afterwards. There we go. She is all clean and ready for the bottles to be put on her. And this is the machine that we use. This is Ultimate Easy Milker. I believe it's more for actually goat milking. You'll find more people milking goats with this, mainly because it does not have a pulsating thing on the inside. This is just pressure, but as long as you keep an eye on the pressure gauge and don't let it go like anything more above 12 or 13, it's gonna be fine. I think she's a little confused because I've been talking through this whole thing and her pellets are all gone, but she's pretty patient. She'll sit here and just kind of chew on her cud instead of, kicking her feet. Not all of them are this patient on the stand, but I'm going to give this a couple minutes and I'll show you how much milk she will have today. That's from 1 sheep. And then, let's see if I can show this to you. All right, let me take the milk, put it in our clean pail here. I'm gonna get the other one, put that in here, and I'll be right back. All right, the next thing we do is I've got an iodine dip And I'll dip both teats so that no infection can get in there, because the orifices are still open and they'll be open for, I think, like a half hour. So that'll keep any bacteria from getting in there. And then I let Miss Lady out. Let's see if she'll let me show this. Hi babies, I hear you. Come on, Miss Lady. I know, it looks different. Nope, nope, nope. She knows to go this way, but come on. There you go. And then after they go out, it's kind of hard to see. They've got right there. There's salts right there, and I try to keep them here because of the rain. And so once a day they have access to salts. So we will go on to sheep number 2. And they are very impatiently waiting in line. Now we got lady number 2 going. And this one I kind of have to stay close to her because she will kick. But again, she's a good milker and she gives great babies. All right, Lois just got done, so this is what she gave. Same thing. Let's take it. Pour it in, and then I'll dip her, and then let her out. Let's see if she goes out the right way. Lois. There, she did. No, you're not yet. And here's Layla. So yeah, we pour all the milk from all the ewes in one container. We don't keep it separated. And this is Miss Layla. She milks very quick. She's got big orifices. She's a little lopsided, so one side produces a little bit more than the other. So one side is kind of, I don't want to say drying out yet, but it's just not producing as much. And the other side is still producing enough, quite a bit. Enough that I'm not gonna not milk her. Oh, hold on, honey. Good job. I never even put her head in, and she's just that good of a girl. Alright, I'm gonna finish up with the rest of the sheep and we'll go from there. Alright, so this lady here and this young lady over here, their production dropped way off, so I'm not even bothering to milk them right now. But I am giving them some pellets to help put a little more body weight on them and kind of still keep them in the routine. Then I have one more. I'm gonna check her udder. I've been milking her maybe every other day. She's starting to kind of dry off a little bit too, but yeah, let's go from there. All right, we are back inside. I have our milk here. What I plan to do is, what I use are these quart containers. I will take our milk from today's milking, and then I have a funnel here. It has a strainer in it, and I also have a piece of cheesecloth to catch any little things that may have gotten in the milk. And then I will just strain each one. This was definitely a light milk day. I only milked 3 of them. So right now I've got 3 quarts plus a little, and I'll put that the extra in with the one that we're already drinking out of. So that's how I put that milk away. So what I'll do, of course my Sharpie's not there. I'll take these 3 quarts and put them in the fridge, and if I need them over the next day, I will use them. Like if I'm making kefir or ice cream or something. But if I don't need it, then tomorrow when I put tomorrow's milk in there, I will take these and then move them to the freezer. So right now I'm going to move these to the fridge, and yesterday's milk is going to go into the freezer, and these freeze excellently. With the angle of the container, it does not like bust open like a mason jar might. I'm not thrilled with the plastic idea, but it works. It works really well. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in the fridge. Okay, now I'm going to start off by rinsing everything off. Oh. This may not work very well. We are having some issues with our well. I mean, not the well itself, but the pressure tank. The pressure's not been right for a long time, and Ken was trying to fix it today. So I'll just use whatever water I can here. I'm gonna start, like I said, I'm gonna start by rinsing everything off, get the milk off, get anything off from what their hooves might have kicked up on the bottles. Okay, and now I take this side of the sink, fill it up with some pretty hot water. So I added some dish soap. A little bit of bleach. And I'm going to rinse everything off. Let it soak here a second. Even the little cheesecloth. And this I rinse off in a minute because there's not enough room in the sink. Once this fills up, I'll be right back. The milking bottles have been sitting here for about 5 minutes or so. So I let all that soak for a little bit. Take it out. Then I put this container in. And I just rinse everything off and let it drip dry here. And that is it. So, so that is how we put our milk up and sanitize the bottles and everything. I know with goat milk, there's a process where you pretty much want to get it milked and then on cold really fast, otherwise it gets kind of a funny taste to it, I guess. I've found that sheep milk is not that way. I'll milk, I'll bring it in, I'll bring it up here. Sometimes it sits for a little bit. Of course, I try to get it in the fridge as quick as I can, but it's not like it's pasteurized milk and it's going to go bad. It's actually, unpasteurized. It has all the good enzymes and little good bacteria and stuff in it, so it's not going to go bad sitting on the counter. In fact, if you leave it out, it will turn, calabar, and when I add my kefir grains to it, letting it sit out, it will ferment, and it's all kinds of amazing things. Add yogurt culture to it, and it will turn into yogurt. Yeah, that's all I can think of, I think, for right now. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. If you do it a different way, you know, that's great. Let me know in the comments below. But this is just how we do it. This is how it's worked for us for the past 3 years. I know there's more expensive milking machines out there that might be able to milk them out a little more complete, and you know, has the pulsating option on it. But this is where we're at on our homestead journey, and this is what we can afford. And like I said, it works for us, and you can just work within whatever means that you have. So, and that's the beauty of homesteading. It's whatever, you know, works for you and your family. You can always learn from what other people are doing, and I'm just kind of sharing what we're doing, and maybe you can share back with me some feedback. That would be awesome. But until then, I think I'm gonna go collect some eggs, check on the mama hen that hatched out 2 turkey poults, which is just pretty fun. And hopefully I can get that done before the rain, because it looks like it's going to be raining here right soon. Oh, we didn't make it back before the rain. That's all right. Right, Annie? Hi, babies. Goats.